What is going on, guys? We are at a special location right now because this is Retro Madness number trace. That's right, Retro Madness 3. We are in Fort Worth, Texas right now. They got a hold of me and they were like, hey, why don't you come in and do a early showcase of the store? So I'm the only person in there besides the owner. So that's pretty nuts, right? We're gonna see what they got. You guys are gonna get a first look at Retro Madness 3 in Fort Worth, which will be opening in the next 2 to 4 weeks. So stay tuned to the Retro Madness Facebook page, Retro Madness DFW. Let's get it. Okay, so when you walk in, you have all of this. Look at from wall to wall full of toy and video game goodness. So we're gonna start over here in this front case. We got some TMNT, which I like to see. We got Sandstorm and the NECA TMNT, along with some carded figures down here, some vehicles, and the Channel 6 news van. Check that out. And this statue right here is pretty sweet. It's Raphael hand-size statue. Then we got some over here. Boy, this is something I missed over here. What is that guy? That's pretty awesome. And then we have a Hall of Justice along with Mr. T and the Bionic Transport. That's freaking amazing. Then if you're into Teddy Ruxpin, you have Grubby, all the books, all the tapes, and Teddy. And then you look over here, we got some Motu Classics, the Filmation versions, and then got some Dragon's Lair 3D action going on right there, and some Sideshow. But check this out on top. Look at this Hulk. Freaking huge. And then over here is a bunch of the PlayStation games. Looks like some imports, PS2. What's on this side? Some PSP even. Look at all of that. Over here, we got some NES titles. And then on top of here, little sidetrack. Look at that. Look at those standees. Those are pretty rad. Anyways, some more NES goodness over here. And behind me, we got the Super Nintendo section. Now they're still stocking all this, so this is not all what they got. So keep that in mind. And then we swing over here and we have some Sega Genesis and some paper towels. Paper towels is good to have. We'll put that up there, right there. More Sega Genesis right here. Some Atari action. And then, of course, we got some PS3 and we have Xbox 360, Xbox One, and we have some more PlayStation 4 days, and tons of Wii games. Look at all that filled up. Then we have some video game action figures on the end cap here. We have Metal Gear, Earthworm Jim. We got some Crash Bandicoot, some Spyro. And then here's a random plushie bin right here, but check this out. Remember the Taco Bell dog? Happy New Year 2000. That's crazy. We got the Colonel. Another Colonel. Oh, this is pretty cool. Count Chocula. Then here is the cash wrap area and some more game goodness down there. Here's some systems that they have in stock. You can find them here at Retro Madness. And then the back wall here, and then we have the Simpsons area and Family Guy. So check that out. And then we have a bunch of the Mattel Ghostbusters over here. And then Robotech, that is awesome. And then here's some vintage Ghostbusters down here, these ghosts. We got Ray. Got some LJN action going on down here. Supernaturals. More vintage Ghostbusters. And we have some vintage Thundercats and some, looks like Jurassic Park down there. And then there's the king of cartoons. He's here to party. And then over here we have some Voltron, some Tron. We got Mr. Jerry Springer in the house. And then we got Bruce Lee, Chainsaw and Bob. We got some McFarlane action over here. We got Metallica and Kiss. But I used to watch this cartoon all the time, Cowboys of Moo Mesa. And they have these figures on card, very crispy. And we got Skeleton Warriors. And then down here is a bunch more Tron goodness. In the centerpiece of the store, we have the flag. If you guys remember this, you had a good childhood. But this thing is huge. Then for all you Marvel fans out there, we have a bunch of Marvel Legends. We have all sorts of stuff. Just a bunch of Legends, Toy Biz. We have some of that Spider-Man from the movie, Spider-Man Origins, Spider-Man 3, Iron Man. And then here's some more of the newer Legends over here on this side. We got, oh, this is a new one, a Goblin. We got Vulture. We got that Spidey version. And then we have a bunch of Lucy's down there for a loose collector. And then we have a bunch of Marvel Selects over here, which are very good figures in my opinion. Then you kind of wrap around, and then here is more Marvel goodness. There's some statues, and then here's some of the horror stuff. We have AVP, we got Predator, mainly those, yeah, Predator, AVP. We got some Play Arts goodness right there, which is pretty sweet. And then we are gonna go around to more Marvel Legends. They have so many Legends to choose from. And then over here, these are my two favorite sections. We have Masters of the Universe, we got Snake Mountain right here, and we have Castle Grayskull right here. And then we got some Origins, the new ones by Mattel. And then we have some loose vintage figures over here. This section, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So we have the Revolt Tech Turtles back there. Those are pretty sweet. We have some movie 3 action right here. And then we have so many vehicles. Oh, that's cool. The module. I still need that. And I still need the copter. But look at all this. Got the party wagon, sewer playset, all kinds of goodies. There's a toilet taxi, which I don't have the box for that. It's pretty cool. Let's look into that. And then we have just a bunch of carded figures. We have a bunch of loose figures. Look at it all. So if you are a TMNT collector like myself, you need to make it out here, because there's tons to choose from. Oh, there's a Mutagen Man, that's a good one. Universal Leo, that's good. Just look at it all, there's just so much to choose from. And here's the karate ones, the Tournament Fighter Turtles. Got them loose. Wow. Madness. This aisle's the Star Trek aisle. We can skip it if y'all want, or we can do a little quick walkthrough. So if you like Star Trek, they have a whole aisle of it. So come buy this, please. Come buy it all up and take it all away. But there's tons of carded figures. I think everything's on card. So there you go. I thought these Looney Tune figures were pretty cool. They have Bugs Bunny, Roadrunner, and then down here you got Elmer Fudd and Gas House Gorilla, remember that, Daffy Duck, Sylvester, and Wile E. Coyote. That's pretty sick. And then back here we have a bunch of DC statues. We got Arrow, Aquaman, Flash, Batgirl, Green Arrow, another one. All kinds of cool statues here. And then we have some carded figures on this other side. Everything from Justice League, to Multiverse to the Adventures of Batman and Robin. And then down here we have a couple of layers of loose DC goodness. And then right next to that, we're gonna take a look at the Star Wars aisle, which is very, very impressive. So right here, we have a bunch of Power of the Force figures. So if you're into Power of the Force, they got them. Take a look at everything they got. Then moving along, we have a bunch of vehicles. The episode 1, the Royal Starship. We got a Falcon back here. And then just a bunch of random, like Power of the Force TIE Fighter. You got the Snow Speeder. You got a Greedo. And some Lucy's over here. You have this Jedi training Yoda, which I remember when that was in the stores. Pretty sweet. And then for you vintage guys, look at all of this over here. Well, not so much here, but down here. So they have rows and rows of vintage Star Wars. Pretty sweet. And then we got some down here that still need to go up, probably be priced. And then we have some Black Series, as you can see. So if you collect Black Series, they have a pretty decent selection. And we got the Archive. We got some of the 3.75 figs right here. We got some of the anniversary figures. And then all of these are in cases, which is fantastic. And then you walk over here and there's a bunch of play sets and the Ewok Village. I'm glad I have that. Still need to transport, but look how big that thing is. And then this guy, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. And then if you're into Pops, look at all that. Check that out. So we can just go for days and days on Pops. And then look, there's more Pops over here, head to toe. And then the last Star Wars case we have right here. That's pretty sick. I need that box, just the box. But we have a bunch. We have the Scout Walker. We got the Snow Speeder, the Twin Pod, Droid Factory, Rebel Transport in box. And we have the AT-AT in box, which I have, thankfully. And this is a really cool piece up here. This is the Legacy Millennium Falcon. That is a good piece to have, and they have it. If you're into G.I. Joe, they are working on this over here. But here's all these comic 2-packs and a bunch of carded like movie figures. What do we have down here? Retaliation, and just some of the 25th anniversary figures. And here's a bunch of vintage Joes over here. We got some vehicles on for days. Look at that. That's pretty sick. But very cool display of G.I. Joes. And here's some loose ones over here. So come and get your Joes, because they got them. All right, guys, so we are back here at the NARC Lair, and I hope you enjoyed the sneak peek into Retro Madness 3. It's not actually called Retro Madness 3, but it's the third location, so I'm calling it Retro Madness 3. But it is in Fort Worth, Texas. So stay tuned for grand opening details. It should be here anywhere between 2 to 4 weeks. So stay tuned for that. I will make announcements on my social media at Notanotherretrochannel on Facebook and on Instagram. And you can follow Retro Madness DFW on the Facebook. So check them out there, give them a follow. So at the grand opening, they asked me to come and be a guest. I want to come and hang out. So if you guys want to come and hang out with me, we can do that. We can talk toys, we talk shop. I'm going to have some t-shirts available for sale. So I hope to see you there. It's going to be a good time. As you can see, they have so much stuff. They have all the retro games that you could want. They have vintage toys, they got new toys, they got it all. So come and join us in celebrating Retro Madness Fort Worth. And guys, please leave a like and follow, and I hope to see you soon. Peace!